10% more committed. That is the goal. That is the desired outcome of this 5-minute video. Welcome to week 2 of the self-talk training with InnerLoop Sports. Juiced to have you back, my friend. Week 1, we laid the foundation. We talked about what self-talk is and started to paint the picture of the different types that exist. We got the classics: positive self-talk, negative, neutral, instructional. But we also talked about the difference between spontaneous self-talk, those words and phrases and stories that just instantly and automatically show up, as well as goal-directed self-talk, those intentional and planned words, phrases, and mantras we use at certain points. Everyone is already starting to see the self-talk data pop up in the InnerLoop app, and there's some interesting and noteworthy trends I think we're seeing individually. This week, we're just going to build off of that and take things a step further. So let's dive in. Here's a hill I am willing to die on. You swing your most committed and most confident swings when you have a pre-shot routine and you follow it relentlessly. Many golfers, lots of golfers, have a pre-shot routine, right? That's not anything crazy, but very few actually relentlessly follow it and execute it time in and time out. Why is that? Well, of course, it's hard to do. We get impatient. There's emotion, there's thoughts, there's doubt. It all creeps in even just the smallest of opportunities and disconnects us from our process or from our routine. Your self-talk, however, is the key to reversing that. That's because our self-talk, if we use it intentionally, gets us out of our head and back into our process. This works because it is literally impossible to think and say different things at the same time. Here are 3 ways you can use your self-talk in your pre-shot routine to swing more committed and confident. Option number 1, talk your way through your assessment of the shot. This means verbalizing your lie, the conditions, the wind, maybe even down to your target, the landing spot, like really talking your way through the entire process. An example of this could sound like, I got a slight downhill lie here, 147 in to the front edge of the green, bunker on the left side, and I'm gonna fade it right on over to that dark shadow. Again, we're getting very specific, very descriptive, painting that picture with our words, and then ultimately getting up there and taking a swing. Option number 2, verbalize your starting point and your finishing spot. All golfers know picking a specific target is incredibly useful and incredibly helpful. One way we can make this even stronger is by actually verbalizing what those targets or landing spots or whatever they may be actually are. An example here could be, I'm gonna start it right off the left side of that tree behind the green, and I'm gonna let it finish about 6 yards to the left of the pin. The key is to pick very specific spots. The smaller and the more specific, the better. Repeat them out loud and then step up and let it rip. Option number 3 is to use a keyword or a mantra to mark the transition between your assessment of the shot and the time to execute. You may have heard of the terms the think box and the play box. We use this mantra or this cue word right as we transition between the two. So once we've done the assessment of the shot, we understand what club we're going to use, what ball flight we want to see, we've visualized it, etc. When we're ready to step in and actually get aligned, we use this cue word. It acts as a trigger to hone in our focus, get us into our process, and feel ready. Now, you have 3 options on how to bring your self-talk into your pre-shot routine. Your drill this week is to go out and test this, but be mindful. You only need to choose one specific technique. Don't do all 3. We want intentional, focused reps here. Pick your technique, go out and play around, use this within your pre-shot routine consistently 1 through 18, and then upload and analyze that round after. And your goal is to see one of these statements or one of these words from your pre-shot routine show up in your most common phrases. Go ahead, take a stab at it, see what comes up, and as always, shoot me your scorecard when you're done, and let's keep building. See you next week.